you said, Israel suffered the worst terror attack in its history at the hands of Hamas. More than 200 days on, and Hamas continues to hold hostages. Palestinian civilians in Gaza are facing a devastating and growing humanitarian crisis and the risk of famine. The UK is joining USG COG's important efforts to prevent this situation deteriorating even further. We have trebled our aid commitment in the last financial year, and we're doing everything we can to get more aid in as quickly as possible by land, sea, and air, and to contribute to the paradigm shift that you mentioned. I want to highlight 3 areas. First, we welcome Israel's commitment to increase aid flows into Gaza. For example, the delivery of humanitarian aid through the port of Ashdod and the Erez checkpoint, and extending the opening hours of the Kerem Shalom crossing. We now need to see more implementation. There has been some welcome progress in this regard, but much more needs to be done. Our Foreign Secretary reiterated this to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu on his visit to Israel last week. Second, as well as getting more aid in, it needs to be the right aid. That is why Resolution 2720 is so important. The UK fully supports Sigrid Kaag's mandate to establish a database and a mechanism to track, verify, and coordinate aid. The UK has provided expert technical support to help delivery of this mandate. And the UK will be providing over $3.5 million of additional funding for equipment to support the UN and aid agencies to get more aid into Gaza. Third, once humanitarian aid arrives in Gaza, it is vital that it can be distributed quickly and effectively. We're calling on Israel to improve deconfliction and to allow UN agencies and humanitarian actors unhindered and safe access into and throughout Gaza, and to enable the UN's minimum operating requirements fully. The tragic deaths of 7 World Central Kitchen workers, including 3 British citizens, demonstrates the need for action. President, the UK recognises that UNRWA is critical to aid delivery in Gaza. We were appalled by the allegations that UNRWA staff were involved in the 7 October attacks against Israel, and we note the ongoing UN Office for Internal Oversight Services investigation into these allegations. We are grateful for the independent review into UNRWA neutrality led by Catherine Colonna, and we will set out our position on future funding to UNRWA following careful consideration of the final report and UNRWA's response. President, the UK remains resolved to working with international partners to urgently secure an immediate pause to get aid in and the hostages out, and then to work for a sustainable permanent ceasefire without a return to fighting and loss of life. I thank you.
I thank the representative of the United Kingdom and pass the floor to Mozambique.